What did I think of the Legend 2 with the LD21, the 8x5.5 inch coil? 84 and 2. Oh, you rotten sod! Awesome! G'day folks, I'm the Coffee Bush Kid. We are out on another adventure with the Legend 2. Now, this is a place I've been wanting to get to. Well, one of the places I should say. So we're putting on the 8x5 coil. Oh, the LD21, I think it is. I should really look that up. It's the 8-inch job. I am, funnily enough, out in a dumpy site. I wanted to get out here. We are going to do some extreme cherry picking, and I'm going to show you the settings for that. Look at me, I got a vest on. Why? Because we've had days of you know, high 30s, mid to low 40s. It's been hot, and today's a beautiful 23, but the morning's chilly. I'm bloody shivering. So what we'll do is, yeah, we'll stop the yabber, we'll get the detector, we'll get out there. Okay, we are just going to go through my settings quickly. We can see I'm in park mode. I'm in custom, or a C also stands for cherry picking. We can see there I've got a lot notched out. Some will be horrified, but I'm playing in a dump site, so there's lots of tin and iron and bloody aluminium and all sorts of stuff. I'm notched out to 52. Why 52? Because half sovereigns start to ring in at 52. So 52 and above is in, that is good. I'm in M3, the manual says if you're in trashy ground, probably M3 is going to be your friend. Now we press the quick settings button. I've got my sensitivity as 20, that's going to be fine for here because the stuff is just on the surface. If we go across, that's where our frequency is, so I'm in the M3. Custom, yep. My recovery speed, I've got it on 8, they do go up to 10. Not interested in bottle cap rejection, and I've got my iron filter down to 1. So yes, I may dig a little bit more iron, but it helps with the unmasking of good stuff near the irony stuff. Go back to the sensitivity, out with there. I think that's about all I need to tell you on that. Just got to do a noise cancel and ground balance, and we are off. Here is our first target for the day. Yep, that's it. Nice, like good high, 79. You're not going to leave that. Oh, there we are. Oh. Not often we come across them. That's been cut off. Now, what actually it's off, I don't know. 2 different size threads. And it's also had that cut through, so it would have gone through something first, like a doorknob would have been screwed on this side, a backing nut on that side, and it looks like it has a hole all the way through the centre. It'll be a piece of brass, more than likely. So, non-ferrous, there it is, we found it. And I dare say now, we'll keep going. Just where I am, I've got bricks and terracotta and tin and blue willow there. I saw a white rim. And it was just down there. I kicked it out, and yes, this time there is no doubt. That is Pond's Night Cream. Yeah, I've got a full stash of that, so there's no need to take that one home. Anyway, yeah, cool little jars. Ages ago I got a nice white ceramic one. In fact, it might have nearly been from around here. Anyway, you take it home, you go, oh, it's too good to leave out in a bloody rubbishy dump area. So now when I clean my coins up with electrolysis, that little container, the little ceramic jar, now has my bicarb soda in it. So it just takes a little bit of imagination. You find something like that out here, you go, oh, that's too good to leave. What can you put in it? Your paper clips, your bicarb soda for cleaning up your coins. I don't know, fill it with lead shot. Sometimes just too good. We are going to leave this one, but yeah, sometimes you just find them and you go, I've got to take that one home. Anyway, we'll keep going. I've just got a good signal down here. And when I say a good signal, this is a good learning signal. Watch the ferro check. See how it's going from, we've got it going from side to side. It was going more side to side. You can see there it's, having 2 bob each way. But mostly it's on the ferrous side, but there's one time there it goes right over, but predominantly these are the ones that you're actually going to have to dig to find out what you've got. Like it might be a buckle with an iron pin. Oh. Okay, we've shifted it. So we'll go in with the ferro, with the acupoint. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay, it was a piece of lead. Was there anything else there? Oh, we had, is that it? No, there we are. Yeah, so we had a piece of tin in there as well. So, not the most desirable thing, but we've got a bit of lead, bit of tin, we had non-ferrous, we had ferrous. So it was trying to block the tin out, but we mostly copped the non-ferrous. So it's just signals like that where it goes both sides on the ferro check. If it was all the way over on the left side, on the ferrous side, yep, don't worry about it. If it is bouncing between the two or hard over on the right side, on the non-ferrous side, yeah, you got to dig those. Got to find out what it is. Here is our next one. Now what I'm going to say is when you get into the thickerment of iron and tin and stuff and things, you won't be able to swing fast. Just take your time and let the machine know that there's iron around, and then you won't get as many signals. You can swing over iron. It gives a bit of a chirp and a carry on, but if you just take life slow, it's a lot better. So anyway, we've got this one. Just in there. So it's not very deep. I don't know what it is yet. There we go, right there. So, it's not that piece of glass. Whatever it is out in that pile. So I don't know what it's going to be. Oh, okay, well, look at this. Big rubbish pile, and we pull out a little cappy thing, like that in amongst it all. So that's, it's not much, but it's a win for the sensitivity and getting in amongst everything to find a little piece of non-ferrousness like that. Oh, I know, I think I know what that is actually. It might be off the other half of a press stud for like on old tarp, oh, an old torn K off a ute or something like that. But yeah, that's still a good find. Like, you know, it lets you know that your machine, oh, that's a legend too, isn't it? Yeah, is working well in amongst all the multiple signals. So yeah, I'm happy we found that one, but we'll keep moving. Anyway, there it is. First one for the day, maybe the only one for the day. Little piece of an umbrella runner. Yeah, spokey bits went on there, boom, up she goes. In fact, that might be small enough that it might be off a parasol. Anyway, nice little non-ferrous target. Cool little finds, that's what they are. I just found a great little piece of history, and it's this. Now, we can see there Lardner, Maryborough, Victoria. And there's something else there. I think when Mish and I were doing Treasure Hunters Down Under, I think she found one of the, I think it's, if I'm correct, it is hummingbird bicycles. And they were made in Maryborough. And someone or other and Lardner. So that's what I believe it is, part of a badge off the front stem of a push bike. Now, I'm away from Maryborough, I'm not close to it, but still that's a great little piece of social history that we've just found there. It's a shame it wasn't complete. I might, you know, who knows, I might find the rest of it, but look at all the great stuff. The great stuff, he says, there's tin, there's broken glass, there's all sorts here. There's history everywhere. It's all smashed and broken and nothing to no one, but yeah, I like it. I like finding it. So yeah, shame it's not whole, but anyway, look, enough oohing and ahhing, we'll keep moving. Just an interesting piece of history that I just walked across. This is the back end of an old spade or shovel that the old timers used to use back in the gold rushy days. Big rivets and triangly pieces to hold everything in place so that it didn't break. Good long handle. So you don't often find them that complete. Usually they're broken across here, but no, that's a beauty, that one. And yeah, just the things that you find when you're walking around detecting. Pretty cool. This could potentially be a great moment. Walking through, you can see all the glass and everything. You saw that I just pulled a inkwell out of the ground and it had a broken top. Well, that's not it. I gave that a nudge. But look, are we going to be lucky? Oh, I think we might be. Especially if I get more in focus. Yes, yes. Oh, you little ripper. And that's a number 3, if anyone was wondering. Yes. Oh, bloody glorious. See, this is the part of of dump larking while you're detecting. Yeah, it's got a little nick out of there. Who gives a rat's? That's brilliant. What I'll do is I am going to clean that up. Yeah, she's a little bit rough around the top. Who cares? That's a little ink bottle. Ink well. Oh, I'm really bloody chuffed with that. Hang on a tick, we'll clean it up. Right, there it is. All cleaned up. That is just a brilliant find. Oh, I don't often find full inkwells. And you see there, they've got the grooves there for your pen to sit in, and there just would have been a cork top in that. Very narrow, nice bit of chamfer work in there just for, you know, dipping the edge of the pen on there, probably while the top's been buddy chipped and that, and then the rest just drips back inside again. Don't know what the 3 stands for, but it was obviously important enough to go there. Oh, I'm really happy with that. No maker's mark on the bottom, but that doesn't matter. That's cool as. Yep. Yep, we know that's going home. Bloody ripper. And it may seem that the day is only getting better. So, that's where we got the inkwell. Stood up, detecting along. Oh, got an 84. Yeah, there's a bit in amongst everything, an 84. In fact, look, we could even do this to prove the point, hey? 84, 82. There you go. On the non-ferrous side, went down in with the pinpointer, you know, poking around. Oh yeah, I got my signal, Oh, I've got my signal. Oh, has everyone bloody blown their nose for a good sniff? Tell me that's going to be a threepence, isn't it? Oh, you rotten sod! Ah, oh, you rotten sod. It's a bloody rove. Ah, oh, riding the winner all the way to the bloody finish line till we weren't. Ah, oh, that'd bloody rot your socks. I haven't touched it. I don't know what it is, but it gives a signal like this. Just hitting over that tone brake, but that's going to pull you up in your tracks. Hopefully it's something good. Oop. Oh, what have we got? Marcus. Is that a bit of coggery? Yes, it is. But that's a cool piece of coggery. Look, we not only do we have the clog, we've got the cog. We have another one, and we've got the little ratchety bit to go with it. That's cool. Don't often find them like that. No, I'm going to take that as a win. Yeah, realistically. Look, we're in a rubbishy area. It's all been dumped, it's all washed in. You can see there that after the rains we've had, you can see where the water flows and the leaves have all really banked up and everything. But no, to have that, that's a cool little find. Yep, happy with that one, and we'll keep going. All the way down here is just stuff. So I did get a beautiful 84 signal. We got that. It's a webbing buckle. Nothing absolutely exceptional. No, could be World War II, could be Korean, could be later. Anyway, good non-ferrous target. Yeah. Anyway, we'll keep moving. As things go, you always wonder whether you're going to find something. I wondered whether I was going to find an inkwell. I found 2. I wondered if I was going to find a buckle. You want to see it? There it is. That's a thumper. That's a good size buckle, that one. It's had an iron pin at some point. Yeah. That's a good size. You're not going to miss a target like that, I can tell you. Yeah. There we go. Buckle number 2. Will there be a third? I wouldn't mind a lead toy. There it is. I'm putting it right out there now. The last part of the day. Are we going to get one? Who knows? We'll find out soon, I suppose. Right. I've taken a look just to make sure it hasn't got a hole in the centre of it. But even then, I'm still not 100% convinced, but I just don't want to touch it before you're all here. It looks more dished from inside the rim. Surely that's got to be a threepence, doesn't it? Surely we're gonna bring home the bacon. Yep, we are. Awesome! Bloody finally. Ah, that. There we go. 1942D, Denver Mint. Now, I did have someone ask me, why do we call these a wheat threepence? See the 3 ears of wheat in the centre? That's why. Before we had this design, it was the Australian coat of arms. So this being 1942, minted in Denver during World War II, this is 925 silver. We are gonna have ourselves a bloody good sniff because the day, it's not been the easiest. We've had some interesting finds, but we have had to fight for them. Inkwells. Inkwells would be the best I think I found for the day. And now, actually, before we do, just so we don't get any dirt up our nose, I will hit it with the squirty, Helen, and we'll just come back to you then. So hang on a tick, brace yourselves. Even though I've cleaned it, it's not come up much better, but it is cleaner, like there's no dust on there. So I don't want anyone complaining that they got dust up their nose, because I've washed it. So, we all know the drill. Anyone who's watching this, who's new, watching because of the Legend 2 down there doing a legend of a job, pulling these bloody silvers out of all the rubbish piles. Just follow the prompts, okay? All you old hands, brace yourself. So, exhale. Inhale. The heady centre, wild silver. At the end of a long, hard-fought day, yeah, it's just good to get that in amongst the nostrils. I'm really pleased with that. Isn't it funny? It just takes a threepence to make your day, doesn't it? How much for sixpence then? Well, probably twice as good, probably. Anyway, we will keep going because there's still more to be swung over. In fact, there's look, a pile of bricks over there and it goes all the way down through there. I was on the other side of the road. And then I come over here and we got this lovely little beast. We'll keep going. I've just covered this up as to how it was. I've moved it across, I've moved it back. You know, fairly sharp. You want to see what that is. So, it's when you're in a spot like this, not only you're looking through rubbish, you're looking through all the sticks and twigs and bloody everything, you know, dump larking. So we're looking around and you just go, you got to be quick to see what you're looking at. So we got that. And I've looked at that and gone, oh, you know, yeah, okay, that's probably a suspender clip, isn't it? No, it's not. I believe that to be a late Victorian hair clip. There's where you would have had that with the spring. Actually, let's put it on the knee. So yeah, that's the downside of it, or underneath of it, and that's the top. That is just beautiful. I've said it before, and I'm happy enough to say it again. Victorians and their press work. In fact, I think we will give that a clean up, so I'll be back with you in a tick. Right, we can see the mounting lugs there for the other jaw, and on that side, that little sticky uppy bit with the hole in. That's the back of it. Even, like, you can see the beautiful workings on it, and that's just the back. But, look at that. That is just beautiful. No doubting it, that's a beautiful piece of press work. And it's good and thick, it's not flimsy press work, it's actually, they use good stuff to start it off with. So no, that's really happy with that. Being a maker of dyes and so forth back in the day, I can understand what went into doing that. And for those times, geez, they were absolutely skilled craftsmen. Very beautiful. Really happy with that. That's our last hole banger, we'll all being good, but we will swing for just a little bit longer before we go. Alrighty folks, that's our day done. What did I think of the Legend 2 with the LD21, the 8x5.5 inch coil in the trashy areas? I reckon it did all right. I worry a little bit when I head into the rubbish dumps with a bigger size coil, but it handled itself very admirably. We managed to sniff out one of those threepences in amongst all the rubbish. We've got a nice Victorian hair clip. That was a really nice find. Yeah, no, it went well. The separation that they say is with the Legend 2. Yep, I'm happy to agree with that. I think it went really, really well, so I'm very happy with it. I've probably said that a couple of times now, haven't I? Yeah, I'm really wrapped with how it performed. It went really, really well. Thank you to Nokta for sending the Legend 2 out to us, and I'd probably say that for all the Nomads. Very, very pleased to have it in our possession. You folk are going to get it very soon. And I'll tell you what, if you were thinking about getting a new detector, either coming into the hobby or maybe even upgrading or switching allegiances maybe, it's a really, really good detector. I'm really, really pleased with it. I think the Legend 2 and I are going to have some great times together, put it that way. Anyway, we drop one of these videos at 6:30 on a Saturday night our time, so come on over and do all the stuff you need to do. Leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you like. It doesn't cost anything. We have memberships. Thank you very much to those folk who have taken them up. We do appreciate it. We also have a merch store as well. Now, for the new people around, you've heard me say wild silver a few times. Oh, you could have that on a hat if you wanted to. Either a peak cap or a bucket hat or maybe a beanie for winter. Who knows? But anyway, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished, and I'll catch you next time.